Is it on?
I think so.
Is it? Hey. What's up?
Sup?
How y'all doing out there? I guess we can't hear anything back because it's a live stream and stuff, and we can't hear words.
Yeah.
And I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
Welcome to Living for Crits.
Living for Crits.
Oh, we got Hector Cruz and Mark Plotter on already. Man, two on this fast.
Word up. It's the code word.
What's this song?
I sing it on Rock Band.
You hear it's the code word?
Yeah.
What's the code word? What's the code?
I don't know. It's on Rock Band, guys.
Which Rock Band?
I think it's the Lego version.
Oh, okay. Well, we haven't played that in forever.
I know. It's so sad.
All right. Well, look, you're definitely judges tonight, and we are both wearing the hats. The hat is not in the spot where the 5th edition stuff used to be. It's been moved out. You know.
Yep.
What? What'd you say? How did you speak of what?
It's now we gotta put some more DCC stuff in there to fill the hole.
Yeah, this is kind of vacant right now, so we'll put Gritty there. Will he stay up?
He better stay up.
All right. Well, first off, if you're clicking this link and you followed it from Facebook or Twitter, it's going to say Parthian Shots on 5A. You know, the Parthian shot, like the parting shot. You know,
there.
Gritty's there. Because originally this was going to be, I posted this on April Fool's, which wasn't very funny because we were being legit, totally serious.
But that was that supposed to be an April Fool's joke to most people?
April Fool's, I posted somewhere that I was shipping back all of the D&D 5th edition stuff.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a joke.
We were going to ship that all back to Amazon, and from whence it came, we were actually going to draw a 7-pointed star in the ground and chalk. Yeah, and we were going to put it all in the middle and then summon Cezricon.
We should have done that.
With blood.
The snake?
No, that's Cezricon.
Oh.
That's a long story.
Oh.
Anyway, we didn't do that. Instead, very similar to goat sacrifices and summoning spells involving the Dark One. We've been watching a lot of Sabrina today. Very similar. Jen, my wife, just took the stuff back to UPS and shipped it on its way. Pretty easy. Actually, when we got it, I didn't show this in the one episode, but the player's handbook was damaged. There was, I don't know if anyone else had this issue with the 5th edition stuff. Like when you opened up to the front cover of the book, there was
now you're doing the handbook
bubbles all throughout it that caused the
the
paper on the side. It wasn't flush. It was kind of sticking up and stuff. So it was a concern whether or not we kept it, but it gave us a good reason to just ship everything else back with it.
See ya.
Goodbye, 5th edition.
Sayonara.
And hello, Dungeon Crawl Classics again. So we feel bad and kind of dirty that we dabbled in that way. There was a lot of comments about how we we're trying that game. Got some comments here too. John Hammersley saying, without Bugbear Jesus, you cannot summon Cezricon. We'll have to talk about that instance in a few minutes, actually. But that was the big news. What we decided to do, though, is instead of dedicating a whole episode as to why 5th edition wasn't the right fit for us.
That's sad.
It's dark. You know, it's
dark. Let's talk about something happy.
Like Dungeon Crawl Classics. Although if anyone has questions, the chat bar is up if you're watching this live, and we'll be happy to talk about 5th edition towards the end of the show, what worked, what didn't work for us. But we're not going to make that the focus. We're going to make the focus this game. The game to which we have tons of apparel.
Man, if this was how it shows up, us pointing at our hats, that'd be lit.
Same time. Wait. Let's do it. Ready? YouTube, take this picture and make it our cover. It's not going to work. It'll be, the cover will be like this. It'll be like this. You do a face. That's going to be the cover. Yeah, that'll be the cover picture that YouTube picks for us for this live stream. And that's what we'll go with. And
we just have to make all awesome faces the whole time.
Yeah.
So then it just picks, it's like, oh, this is an awesome face.
But 5th edition wasn't for me. Was it for you?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay. So if anything, we were struggling a bit, before the shows, I guess maybe the second episode, we were having conversations about
I was having a hard time finding what I liked about it.
Yeah, you were a little sparse on that. John Hammersley saying cheap printing issues. Wizards of the Coast has Wizards of the Coast has an issue with this on a regular basis since they print on a ridiculous scale. I can see that. Eric Martin is saying, OMG, that's hysterical. So happy you dumped it. So Eric was leaving comments about like Switch editions. I'm like, I'm trying to be positive. Not Switch editions. Go back to DCC. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive for Evie and her friends and having them play DCC.
I had to break the
or D&D
to them.
How did that go when you told them?
So, okay, we were in ATP and we're all sitting at our table. We're all working on our projects that we're presenting next class. And they're talking about their characters and when the next time we're going to play is. And then I looked at them dead in the eye and I went, about that.
Wait, should I be a 7th grader?
Yeah.
This is my 7th grader. Okay, I'm a 7th grader.
I looked him in the eye and I went, about.
Wait, just do it.
About that. That's not happening anymore.
What's not happening, Evie? What's not happening anymore? I'm in 7th grade. What's not happening in advanced temporal protocols class, according to Mark Plord?
I don't actually know what it stands for. But I went and I'm like, so like we're shipping that back and we don't like it. And they're like, oh. What are we gonna do now?
What are we gonna do now?
And then I said that we're gonna play more DCC, and they're like, okay.
Did they have that look where they looked off to the corner like, oh crap?
I also texted them about it, and they're like, oh, okay.
But when they found we were gonna use. So one thing we did for them was we took and converted their characters from 5th edition to DCC. And it was pretty easy. So your one friend, well, actually, you had to do one of yours and your one friend's because Josh played, but you had
Maggie is coming back, Phil. So she has to get
I'll have to convert a gnome over, a gnome with a wolf companion, which I can do. Yep. Judge Evie's Tiefling Warlock was easy. We just made it a wizard with corruption, giving her red skin and horns. And again, flaming hands still works. All the spells work. It actually, I don't know. I thought it was a better fit.
It was better.
And then our friend, I guess he's my friend now, but I'm like, nearly 40. Your friend, Josh. His character was a half-elf bard. We used the bard class from Crawl magazine. I'm a little I'm a little iffy on the base attack progression. I think that the bard class should be a little more fighty oriented, but I thought it worked pretty well. And his character, using the bardic talents, it was kind of fun. He was like calming people down with his lute and took control of someone's mind with his lute. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, that was an easy conversion, and we had a good time. We played on Friday, and that was a really awesome game. We started the Queen of Elfland Son, this adventure.
I'll model it.
By Michael Curtis. If you haven't played it, it's a 1st level module. It's a lot of fun. It's got a really cool fairy, like realm of fairy concept. The whole Elfland, going into Elfland and dealing with the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court. I think we're good with that. We're gonna take that out of your hands because something about I think the Queen of Elfland is affecting you in some bizarre way. So we ran that and we got through, I guess, the first third of it, and we'll do another portion after our vacation. I know Mark's saying something about something else. Evie, why don't you read Mark's Judge? It's Judge Mark from Glowberry, my co-host over there.
What should his voice be?
Do Judge Mark's voice. You've heard him so many times. I think this is Mark's first time watching live and being read by Judge Evie. So Evie, go ahead.
I make voices for everybody.
Read his comment in Judge Mark's voice. You've only seen him a trillion times, spent time with him. You know exactly what his voice is like. It's very high pitched. Go ahead.
It's like a 1 week accidental quattro carnage follow up.
So he's from Alabama or the South or something. I don't know what accent that was, but there you go. So I guess he's referring to how, if you haven't heard me talk about before, I ran a series called Quattro Con Carnage over 8 sessions where I took 4 systems. This is in what, 2014, it's into 2015. We started in Hector said nailed it. We started in basic fantasy RPG, the same 4 characters, and then played them in Dungeon Crawl Classics, Savage Worlds, and the Cypher system, but the same characters. So in like with this 5th edition conversion of converting them over, Tim's saying you need banjos in the background when you do Mark's voice. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, you do Tim's voice for system. I'm sure Tim will post something you can read. I'm sorry.
What was his voice last time? You're getting a new voice.
You talk kind of husky like this.
Oh yeah, you need banjos in the background when you do Mark's voice.
I have a ukulele. Does that work?
Anyway, back to our show notes. Back to keeping on track here.
We did make show notes.
I will say this. So let's do this before we move on into some gaming. What's one thing that you didn't like about 5th edition that you get out of DCC? Do you want me to go first? My friend Jeff had put it best on Facebook, and I think I shared it onto Twitter, that whenever I was playing DCC, it was like a game I wasn't playing of D&D. The whole idea, my time is limited, and if I was playing that, what's that funny for? Why is that funny?
The way you looked in the camera and said it.
I felt like when I was playing D&D, I wasn't playing DCC. How did that look, Evie? Was that
You sound like a beauty guru, like, I'm putting on foundation. Now concealer.
Beauty Gurus of Lankmar is coming out next year. With the box set, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
all right.
Yeah.
Do the hair flip. I can't do that. I don't have hair. What hair? All right.
Do a hair flip.
No. I can't do a hair flip. That's going to be the thing. That's the thing. Tim Baker says, wait, read Tim Baker. Wait, read him in his voice.
It's like you've been looking right at me. Through my monitor.
It's your turn. What's something, because after it was relentless whenever I even bring up 5th edition, you give me this look like, and then I would say things that I don't think we like it on Facebook, and people were like, no, you don't like it. She probably likes it just fine. So just to help me out here and express to our audience that
it seems slow, like boring. Like DCC is like fast moving, bam, bam, bam. DCC was more like, let's go make sure our cart doesn't get stolen.
But that can be my fault as a DM.
No, it's not your fault.
That can be my fault as a DM.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's like, let's go tie a cart to a tree.
That has nothing
so
to
no
wait.
one.
Tying carts to trees had not. Someone could run a D&D game where there was no carts being tied to trees. Wait a second. We still have one book here because Curse of Strahd came late.
No, there's one in
Curse
my
of
room.
Strahd came late, and
There's
it's
one in my
yeah,
room.
you have a 5th edition player's handbook. Still.
Yeah, just in case something comes up. I have a starter set.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Well, first up, because we didn't get them from Amazon, we couldn't ship them back.
Exactly.
That was the problem. So she kept those. And Curse of Strahd is going to my good friend David down in Tennessee. So, but we have it nowhere in here. Wait, hold on. Does it say?
Because that's not the right book for it.
Look at this. The town of Valicki.
Yeah, who named
It says
Valicki?
Located close to the shores of Lake Zarovich, the town of Valicki is actually a cart tied to a tree.
Who
would have guessed? It's amazing.
Who names stuff Valicki?
Was it Tracy Hickman that wrote that?
Sorry, Tracy.
All right. Got some stuff to read here. So I think Hector Cruz.
Ooh, Hector, what's his voice? What was his voice last time?
I don't know if Hector had a voice last time. Hector,
that's how
you know what?
it felt to me, a bit more sluggish.
That's Hector, straight from Seattle. That Seattle accent. All right, so got a few folks on. So Crimson Photo G says nice hats. Thank you. We love these. I love these. I'm a fan of the older style DCC hat. Evie has death written underneath her hat from That's from Doug Kovacs wrote that on there for
He
her.
wouldn't write
It's technically
murder.
signed on top by like Joe Goodman, but you can't hardly read it anymore.
You can read it in the light.
A little bit.
And then I have that pin because it has dead on it, and dead's a lot
DCC.
cooler.
Oh, we have a comment about DCC. DCC sounds to be more about hack and slash. You know, I don't think so. I think
No.
I think we should talk about that in a second.
Yes.
But no, what?
I was gonna sneeze.
Okay.
Carrie makes fun of my sneezing.
No, DCC, whilst there is hack and slash, I don't think there's any more hack and slash or less hack and slash than that.
It can be whatever your mind wants it to
Absolutely. You know, you can talk to, I think
be.
most
if you
of
dream it, you can do it.
most, even in your nightmares, if you nightmare it, you can do it.
Yeah.
What DCC brings that's a little different maybe than D&D is a swing, a wildness to the game
Woo.
that is unexpected. All those charts and tables can bring so many crazy things from one side to the other. Like your spell you might roll a 20 and your spell is going to do something crazy awesome, like your burning hand spell, which comes out in like brilliant green flame because that's what you rolled as your how you cast it. Brilliant green flame comes out and incinerates everyone. That's awesome. And everyone's dead. First level spell. Shabam. Or you roll a 1. You gain major corruption.
Wah,
Now you
wah,
have a
wah.
second head growing out of your side. And his name is Florence. Yes. So Andrew Katie is saying, so DCC is chaos and 5e is order. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So if you want chaos, then bring the chaos. All right. So anyway, I think let's go into what we love about DCC. We're almost there. We're at that point. I do want to put a shout out about today's adventure though, because today's adventure is pretty cool. Did I write Hail Cesricon? I must have. Okay.
Yeah,
So actually, one thing I want to say, it's a little different than DCC, is anyone who's watching that was in our game earlier today, we had a really good adventure today with the Delaware Valley Savages. It's a Savage Worlds game and group we were in today, and we played DCC Lankmar mashed up with Richard Wilcox's Saga of the Demon Horde. And I want to take a quick step before we discuss more DCC, just to say that if you are a Savage Worlds fan and you want to try a fantasy setting, that to me felt like the closest thing in Savage Worlds of playing something. It was kind of like crazy, like DCC. Saga of the Demon Horde. Saga of the Goblin Horde. I keep calling it Saga of the Demon Lord because it's Shadow of the Demon Lord. So you got that over here. What is that? The okay.
Continue.
By Robert Schwab, and then you've got over here Saga of the Goblin Horde, which is by Richard Wilcox.
This will be what it is.
One's free on Drive-Thru-RPG for Savage Worlds fans. One ain't free. Both are awesome. Both are awesome. But anyway, but today we played safely. We played Saga of the Goblin Horde. It's really hard not to call it Demon Lord.
Is this
anyway, it's you play as goblins. We mashed it with Lankmar. It worked great. You're bad guys. You do crazy awesome things. And the Delaware Valley Savages are a great group out here in eastern Pennsylvania.
Wait, this is out and this is safe.
I don't know. I don't watch that kind of sports thing.
Out, safe.
There you go.
Out. Or is it
on to the things about DCC? All right, real quick. I know some comments come. We'll get to the comments in a second. I think everyone who's watched Living for Crits before or who wants to hear my opinions on why I love DCC, it's very easy. Just type in Living for Crits, DCC, and you'll either get an older video where I'm talking.
Don't watch the older video.
Or I'm talking to Carrie, who's Evie's older sister, about
She's in there.
Dungeon Crawl Classics, where it's mostly me talking. Or you'll see one where I did the OS Rebellion, where it was my old school Rebellion series about covering a whole bunch of OSR games, and I covered DCC, and that's me. That's my conversations about DCC. But Judge Evie took notes tonight.
I took more notes.
And we're gonna talk to Judge Evie about what she likes about Dungeon Crawl Classics. While she's looking her notes up, we have some cool comments. Tim, I don't know which comment about the DCC should be the quote that she puts.
No.
We put in the next DCC printing, but I think anything by
What?
Judge Evie should be in the next forward for DCC printing should include Judge Evie. That's my thought.
Wait, where is this comment?
I'm reading it. Mark Plord, in his real accent, says, I think DCC is less about chaos and more about instilling wonder
it's
into
not
the
his
things
accent.
that D&D has rendered mundane. Yes.
I think DCC is less about chaos and more about instilling wonder into the things that D&D
Because
has
Mark
rendered
Plord,
mundane.
Mark Plord is a Southern belle from, what is it, Gone with the Wind. I will say, as a judge, it is very fun. The one sense of wonder thing, it is very fun to see the craziness that comes out of random, bizarre rolling during the games.
Mark is a Southern
like,
belle.
you know, if something crazy happens, like for instance, our friend Craig, who is in a long-running campaign of mine.
To declare.
That's Mark saying it, not me. I mean, Evie's saying it because of Mark, not me. One of our friends goes to cast his magic missile for the first time. It's his wizard, and he casts magic missile, and eagles come out. That's the magic missile, eagles. And from that point on, Watson the wizard was an eagle mage, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that was a random roll. It was cool. Evie, let's talk to you. All right.
Zoom
Give us.
in.
No, you can't.
What the heck
Just
is
hold your
this?
phone in your hand. It's just not hard. So let's go through some of your reasons why. Give us.
Oh no, I froze.
Let's cover your first topic. It's right there.
But it's frozen. I broke it.
Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go.
Don't
You said
do
frozen. Can't hold Evie back anymore. Judge Evie, what is your first reason why you
play
love?
some DCC.
I do, but it's Sunday night, unfortunately. This is as close as we get as talking DCC on a live stream. Tell us, what's the first reason why?
First thing why I like it because it's like crazy, and you can do the craziest stuff, like doing this.
This is I knew this was coming.
So I ran Mall for my friends.
Just for everyone knows, Mall is an adventure out of the Crawling Under a Broken Moon zine. I think it's issue 2, and she ran it a few weeks ago for her friends. And here's one of her NPCs.
So they have a toy store downstairs that I put in a toy store because in art class, while everyone was making puppets of themselves, I made Devil Caillou with rainbow horns and a tutu, and he even has his own song. So
are we gonna hear the Devil Caillou song?
Yeah.
And where was Devil Caillou gonna be featured this summer? Just in case you didn't know.
He's going to Gen Con, baby.
All right, so let's hear Devil Caillou's song.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay, I can't be in it because it'll look okay.
This.
Do. I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I burn some more. I like being mean. I'm Caillou. I like to burn things. Nasty is great with Dora and Diego blocking my way. Boom, boom, boom. So many things to do. Each day I burn you. I like being mean. I'm Caillou. 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 That's me.
So
bye, everybody.
Wait. You know, bring Devil Caillou back here for a second. Wait a second. Bring Devil Caillou back here for a second.
Yes.
You seriously made Devil Caillou? What art class was this?
My 6th grade art class.
So in 6th grade art class, you made a demonic Caillou?
Yeah.
I really don't know if I'm doing this right as a parent.
It has a tutu. I sewed it myself.
So, but wait, back up. Just hang on a second. Why couldn't Devil Caillou be in another game like Dungeons and Dragons?
Because it's like it doesn't fit. That goes into my next thing, which is oh my gosh.
Oh, your nodes reset.
What the heck?
What's your next thing?
I told you I busted it.
Okay.
Easily improv. You can improv anything into it because I usually don't go off of an adventure most of the time. I usually improv most of it. So, yeah. Easily improv.
Andrew makes a comment. Evie obviously has younger siblings and has been forced to hand over the TV remote. Actually, not really. Not really. She has one younger sibling who has his own television and tends to dissolve into his own Switch. So I think you're the least connected electronically of all the three kids.
Probably.
Can we get him out of here? Because this is jacking me up. Let's just put him.
Love ya.
Save him for Gen Con. Let's go to the next topic.
You almost broke his tooth.
No! Put him over there.
Bye bye, baby. Love you most. Kisses. Bye, everybody. Isn't he nice?
All right. What's your next reason that you love DCC?
It's easy to pick up and learn.
Why?
Because
some people would say that what you're going to show right now is a reason why not to touch the game.
I'm touching it right now. It ain't killing me. Yeah.
That was creepy as all hell, man.
That was a body word. You can't say that.
That was creepy as all heck.
Good job.
All right. All right. So wait. So hold on. This is the core book.
Yeah.
This is one of. We have 5 of them in the house. No, down here. We have 1, 2,
3,
3, 4, and Cooper
Carrie
has
one. Right?
No, Carrie doesn't have one.
Mom has one.
Mom does not have one.
I thought Mom had one.
No, we
you
have
got
3.
Mom one of the gold ones.
No, I didn't get Mom one of the gold ones.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, Mom has one. This one here in the end we use in our games is technically Mom's.
Oh.
And then I keep mine safe.
Cooper has one.
Cooper has
That's
one.
under his TV.
Some people would say, Judge Evie. Wait, maybe I'm a 7th grader.
7th graders only read D&D 5e, Dad.
Maybe an 8th grader. Judge Evie, but this book is so big and there's so many words. How am I to read them all?
You only have to read a couple. Like, only
A couple?
30 pages almost. Woo! That's
That is
about
fair.
it.
That is fair.
Because everything is like a spell.
Yeah, most of the core book is spells, right?
Yeah, because you can do so many spells because it's awesome.
Well, it's not about so many spells. Each spell is a full page.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
But it sounds more complicated than it is because you just roll your die roll.
Look, I'm going to open a page and you're not going to have to read it because it's a spell.
Let's cast a spell, okay?
Okay, which one should we
pick? A spell. I'm going to cast a spell.
We should.
I have to make a character because in the campaign, just so you all know, in the campaign that we're now playing on Friday nights,
that's Bubugbabills.
Evie and I are going to go back and forth GMing. So I'm doing the Queen of Elfland Son, and then she'll be doing
Cesricon right here.
That's not a spell.
Yeah, but he has.
Let's cast Sequester. That's a Sequester's a boring spell. And then she'll be running Escape from the Shrouded Fen. Divine Symbol. Level 2. I'm going to cast it. So here we go. D20 plus 4. I get an 18. What's an 18 give me?
For a duration of 2d6 plus CL rounds.
What's a CL, Evie?
Oh, crap.
This is where Evie is in trouble for not playing above funnels very frequently. Caster level?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Rounds the cleric. I don't usually abbreviate it.
My stomach growl. Keep reading.
Rounds the cleric can attack with his holy symbol. And as it was used for a magic weapon of +1 enchantment, it deals 1d10 plus 1 damage modified by strength, as usual, with an additional +2 damage bonus against unholy creatures.
So I think it's just fair to say what you're trying to say here. What you're trying to say here is
these are all the outcomes.
Those are all the outcomes.
This is the spell what it does.
How do you? So Andrew Katie's saying, how do you even plan to play a spellcast when you have so much random spell effects? Easy. It's actually pretty simple. So a cleric or a wizard is going to have 4 spells, and every step up is just a little more stuff. So you know the divine symbol is going to always do something with your holy symbol. If you get a simple success, just roll a 14.
Simple success.
It does, for like 1d6 rounds, it does a d8 plus 1 damage. So that's okay. If you get a really cool success, like a 22, for 3d6 plus caster level rounds, it does 1d12 plus 2 damage. Or if you roll a 20 and then burn 12 points of your luck and get a 32 for 1d6 plus caster level days, the cleric can attack with a holy symbol, and it's +4 to hit and does 1d16 plus 4 damage, with additional +4 damage against unholy creatures. So it does seem more complicated. It's so not, because it's really just whatever, but there is a lot of swing to it. It's not. I'm telling you, there's.
And whenever you get it, you get
She
this
plays,
cool thing on the back.
and she's been playing since how old? How long have you been playing for? I don't want to say it's crazy you play, because you can play any role-playing game, but how long have you been playing for? You started playing role-playing games when you were 5, and you started playing DCC. We were really starting to play DCC. When was the camp? It was like 2016 that we had. It was we did the what's it called? The Carnival of the Damned.
Darned.
Yeah, that one was in 2016.
Yeah, and then I ran it next year. I ran it in March of 2017.
And in March 2017, you played. You GM'd it.
Yeah.
But it's a funnel.
And you also get these cool things on the back that we're gonna get, and we're gonna put it on our wall.
Yeah, Judge Evie is going to calligraphy the back of this thing. There's a thing that says, "You're no hero. You're an adventurer, a reaver, a cut purse, a heathen slayer, a tight-lipped warlock guarding long dead secrets," and so on and so forth. So, all right. So, and the art is pretty awesome. That's the thing that Jeff Easley cover, as opposed to the Doug Kovacs cover, or the it comes in all kinds of covers. My personal favorite, the Peter Mullen cover.
They're like Pokemon cards, but better.
They're Pokemon cards, but better. And a much more fun hobby.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta collect them all. DCC.
All right, let's go to your more reasons here. We're like at a half an hour in. We haven't asked any questions yet. If you have any questions, start punting them out to us here, because we'll get to those in a second.
Okay, it can be. It's super fun and simple. I did that one. Read it in one day. Did that one.
You didn't read it in one day.
I read the one thing in one day. You guys went to
one thing?
I read the pages in a day. You guys went to the mall and watched like The Room or something at the movie theater, and I read it and you came back and like, did you read it? I'm like, yeah. And you're like, what?
It wasn't The Room. We went to see Disaster Artist, about The Room.
Oh, anyway.
Which should be a DCC adventure.
We should make that.
Oh, hi, Mark. Plord. All right, so you read the whole thing.
I was gonna say also, it's super fun to TPK, and so we have an honorable mention of this one.
Which adventure is that?
Of the Starless Sea.
The Sailors of or Sailors on? Quick.
On the.
Yeah, you got it right.
Sailors on the Starless Sea. This was my first TPK, and he got mad at me when I did it.
Well, just because you aimed for it. Like you didn't, it wasn't.
No, it was going well. And then I aimed for it at the end because it sounded fun.
No, you TPK'd us. Like it was like you had like a floor mat killed me. I stepped on a floor mat.
And no, you stepped on it. Someone pressed the red button that blew up the player with the lowest luck. Because it said, what did it say on it? It said
welcome.
No, it didn't. It said like, oh crap, what was it? It said something I didn't understand, so I made it like death or something. Yeah. It's on the blog. I'm
gonna go back. Keep going. I'm gonna look for any questions.
It's very fun to TPK this adventure, and it's so much fun. I fell asleep reading it. But
wait, what? It was so much fun. You fell asleep reading it?
I was dreaming about it. I also came home from school and I was very tired. So
I don't know how accurate to say you were dreaming about the Starless Sea.
I was dreaming about that guy.
The Chaos Lord?
And that guy.
Nice.
And you've made a lot of notes in this.
I did. I mark up my books.
And you know who I was definitely dreaming of?
Yeah.
All these guys.
Okay. All right. So that's, I think, so you enjoyed reading that. You enjoyed writing. You enjoyed killing us all with a TPK.
It was so much fun.
Nice. So again, Gen Con, prepare for death. Yeah. Was there anything else, Judge Evie, that you'd like to say before we move on to the final phase of our show here?
We should go play DCC. Like now.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your comment.
Mm-hmm.
Question. All right. From Tom Fritchman, question, punt. I know James paints minis for Savage Worlds. You use minis in DCC very often at all. I do, actually. I think the game works fine with minis or without minis. You can play them.
With? Or without.
So frequently what I'll do is I will use at least one miniature on a board just to show where people are in relation to like a great map. So if I have a large mapped area, maybe not to scale, I will use miniatures to show placement if the party splits. For instance,
which is not a good idea.
No.
Don't do that.
Last Sunday, when I was running Blood
too.
for the Serpent King, the party was breaking up a bit and exploring this little island pyramid. And they were on every side of the island pyramid, kind of exploring different areas. You weren't there. You didn't go.
Oh,
So while they were exploring, I had miniatures for the characters on the board just to roughly show where they were. You could do DCC with 5-foot squares and everything. Totally possible. I mean, the game is written with all the distances and stuff in there and movement.
Yep.
So it works easy. So I would say
you can even use this guy as a miniature.
What?
Because we're talking about miniatures. He's a great.
That's not a miniature. It's a dragon reading a book.
Yeah.
Your mom had it from like high school.
Oh.
So yeah, miniatures, they work. They work with DCC just fine.
Great. Especially Jeffrey miniatures.
So if there's any other questions, toss them out. We're going to start wrapping up here. I will say our next episode will be on the road. Just taking a big road trip west.
22 hours to Kansas.
We're driving to Kansas. Like, no joke.
Uh-huh.
And
22 hours in the car.
All the way, one direction as far as like Dodge City and then working our way back. So that's going to be next week. No, the week after next week, I think. But the next episode, I don't know what time it's going to be.
We should vlog from the car.
It may not be a live stream. It may just be, we'll do a live stream with very little notice next Sunday night. And as soon as we get to a hotel, and if we'll put a little bit of like heads up, we're having it, but not 100% sure what time it will be because it'll be at a hotel. John Hammersley says 22 hours in a wizard van. You know, I really wanted Jen to let me put a wizard wrap or print around her Kia Sedona.
Is that too late to do that?
I don't think a Kia Sedona is a wizard van. Tom Frischman says, I don't know. Splitting the party didn't hurt us much in Chris Laracella's game these past few weeks. So I guess that's good. I'm able to keep a straight face while typing that. It hurts a lot. Yeah, you know what? Don't ever split the party.
Don't do that.
Hector has a question for you. Evie, what module are you looking forward to running next?
I don't know. What's it called? Which one am I running?
It's not in there.
It isn't in my room now.
Is it in your room or is it in here?
I don't know. But I'm running an adventure for my friends. And I'm also running normal.
Oh, you're running Escape from the Shrouded Fen.
Yeah.
You excited for that one?
Yes.
Okay, because is there a reason why?
Because I'm also excited for Mama at Gen Con.
To run more Mama?
Yeah. I'm coming back.
No, keep him away. Keep him away.
No, he's gonna.
Mark Flord says all vans are potential wizard vans. Yes, I think we should start some kind of like, I don't know, how GoFundMe doesn't make any sense, but what's it called? Like a
Go fund my wizard.
Not a GoFundMe. I'm trying to think like not a poll either. We should. The words are slipping right now, but
you guys should comment.
There should be a vote. Comment below if you want Jen.
We'll
to
post
a
poll, and if it gets so many yeses, she has to do it no matter what.
If this video gets 100 likes, we have to do a wizard van.
Yeah.
There you go.
And if this video gets one like, then I get to make my mom a goblin drink.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, while we are on the road, I will be doing some GMing.
I'm
with
gonna
some
be
friends.
vlogging.
You should be vlogging
in the backseat, the road trip.
I'll be GMing when we get to certain stops with friends, and I am bringing with me my stack of Grimtooth swag because I had very fond memories of running Grimtooth Museum of Death when I went on a long road trip with Carrie to my friend Jeremy's birthday party. Oh my gosh, several years ago in Michigan. So this time around, I'm going to be running. This aside here, I'm bringing just to read it. I have my Grimtooth Ultimate Traps collection, which I've used this before. We used this heavily in a campaign a year and a half ago, our Friday night campaign. We were doing the Shutter Mountains. The Emerald Enchanter had boxes of Grimtooth traps, like he was buying from Grimtooth directly. So this is a really cool book. If you've not seen it, go find it. There's so many ways to kill your characters or your player characters for this game. But what I'm excited about, put them back on the shelf here, is my copy of Grimtooth's Trapsylvania came. And this was a Kickstarter that Goodman Games did, what was it, last year? And this gives you a whole campaign setting. Oh, the note says my name of the adventure I'm writing.
Grimtooth.
No, it says Grimtina's. No, Grimtina
patch.
No, my handwriting sucks. See?
It does.
It says Grimtina's.
No one can read that.
Grimtina's Spectacular Slumber Party is the adventure I'm
I
writing.
thought it was.
It's a 0-level funnel.
Patch.
It's a 0-level funnel, and we're gonna run it for some friends who have never done a 0-level funnel before.
Is it a slumber party or a sleepover?
What's the difference?
Apparently slumber party is like you do your nails and stuff, and then sleepover is more like whatever. Apparently, that's what my friend said.
It's a slumber party.
So it's like girls' night out.
Kinda, except for the player characters showing up. Didn't know that's what they're showing up for.
Oh boy.
So you get to play in it.
Yeah.
So that'd be crazy. And what do you bring with you on this trip? We'll have you in a car for 45 hours in the course of 10 days.
Well, I'm gonna bring my Nintendo Switch. That's not mine, but I'm gonna steal it anyway. I'm gonna bring my phone. I'm gonna bring the Say Anything game. It's a board game.
It's a fun game.
That's
it.
No, I'm thinking.
It's dull.
I'm gonna bring a thing to draw in.
You bring your DCC hat?
Yeah.
Okay. DCC hats.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna bring... what should I bring? What do you do in a car ride for 22 hours?
Well, fortunately, we'll have it broken up over a couple days, but not much.
What do you still do?
We'll be... I don't know. You know when
Oh, no.
What?
Are you gonna listen to that podcast the whole way there?
No, we'll not be listening to Hardcore History on the way there. Shout out to Dan Carlin's Hardcore History if you've never listened to it, because it's friggin' awesome.
It's friggin' awesome.
All right, so let's wrap up, and I think that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please...
We should do that. Mark.
You have to say what he said.
Just get one of those wall stickers of Gandalf and stick it to the van.
That's Mark now?
And then
you know what's great, Mark, is you don't need to be on Glober anymore. I'm just going to have her show up and do that voice. Be like, I'm Judge James. You can tell me what you want to say. You're Judge Mark. Ready? You're Judge Mark. I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Mark.
And welcome to Glowburn.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. All right. So if you enjoyed this video or this live stream, please like, subscribe, comment below.
And leave that like again for the car.
Like again.
Language marking.
Mark said, oh, hell no. There's kids in the room, man. There's kids in the room. That's all I got to say. I mean, she's kind of a kid.
You didn't.
So do all that liking, commenting, subscribing stuff, and sharing stuff, and we will see you later. Now it's time to wrap up. Judge Evie with our ASMR outro. Why don't you...
you go first. You always
go first. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, here we go. Cesricon now rules over Lankmar. Mwahaha.
Wait, Dad, can I ask you if this is too deadly?
No, just do your thing. I don't care. Say it. You have Caillou say it?
No.
Do the thing. You're
Caillou. Kill. you.
All right. That's it. We're out. See you later. Happy gaming. Bye.